You might have heard that Valve is cooking a new third-person MOBA shooter called Deadlock, and in today's video I'm going to talk about if this game is worth playing. I have around 45 hours and I'm going to go over the game's pros and cons. But first, how do you even get access to the game? Well, to access this game, you'll need to know somebody in your region who already has access to this game. They will need to add you on Steam and then you will need to send them your email address. If you don't know anyone who owns this game and live in the NA region, you can leave a comment on this video with your Steam ID and I will add you and give you access. So now let's talk about the game itself. When you first boot up, you'll mostly think that this game graphics look terrible. And I agree, a lot of the models aren't finished, the textures are incomplete and the FPS is terrible. But you need to remember, this is just a closed beta, so this isn't the finished state yet, and Valve will make this game look way better and run way smoother on the full release. Now, Deadlock is a MOBA at its core, and as a lot of people know, MOBAs are a dying game genre, mainly because of its steep learning curve and its toxicity. However, Valve probably knows that and took some liberties to make this game way more friendly for beginners. For example, in every other MOBA game, there's usually a jungle, top, bot and mid, with each of them having unique characters for each lane. It can make picking different characters really painful if you don't know how to play on a certain lane. Deadlock solves that problem by making 4 different lanes, each lane being occupied by 1 or 2 people. There's no jungle or ADC. Changes like this make it way easier for non-MOBA players to pick this game up and start playing. Deadlock also tries its best to remove a lot of its tedious and boring parts of a MOBA game. Buying items in, let's say, League of Legends takes a long time, but in Deadlock the shop is right next to the tower, allowing you to buy items on the fly. What I also realized in this game is that it's much easier to bounce back. In most MOBAs, let's say if you die 3 times in 5 minutes on your lane, you're basically fucked and you can't do anything, but in Deadlock, the impact is much less noticeable. And I have many games where I was losing at the beginning but won at the end. I also like how in this game there's a lot of community made builds, which make it so you won't have to go on some third party website to find a build. Now, I'm not going to glaze the game. There's still a lot of issues like balancing. You could be playing like an absolute trash, but if you're playing as 7, you could still probably destroy a whole team with his ult. Also, the movement can be kind of clunky at times. Overall, I find Deadlock to be a breath of fresh air and a very unique take on a mobile game. If you're not a fan of MOBAs, I still think you should give this game a shot because maybe you will actually enjoy this one. Anyway, thank you for watching and bye.